Okay.
Hi, everybody. Casey Elmore here, and welcome to the Team Plant Strong Team Worth call. Super excited to be here tonight. It is the kickoff to our 90-day game plan, and we are so stoked. Michelle and I have been on countless calls this past week, and we're really just blessed by this system. It's not our brainchild, and we're super excited to share more about it tonight. Super excited to share with a friend that's going to be on and joining you guys and blessing you guys. What is our number here? 918-931. Sorry, we got people that are confused.
8155.
Cool. Yep. So we have some amazing guest speakers that are going to join us tonight. And so needless to say, without further ado, I am going to welcome one of our teammates on to join here. If you guys don't know who she is, I'm going to give her a little bit of an introduction. Her name is Charlotte Manis, and she is out of Georgetown, Texas. She's a sales coordinator. And she is super excited to be on tonight and share with you guys a couple of really awesome highlights. So, Charlotte, you there?
I'm here.
I don't see you.
Hey. Well, guys, thank you. Sorry I was a few minutes late, but yeah, so I wanted to share two things with you guys. The first thing is today was the first day of the June Shred 10. I'm not sure how many of you guys are partaking in it. I know I am. It was very much needed. I not only had Memorial Day fun, but my daughter also had a three-year-old birthday party. So we had 3 days of birthday celebrations and then graduation parties. So the shred has been something I've been needing to do for the last 2 weeks. So one thing I wanted to encourage you guys to do that I find super helpful is doing the shred alongside your customers who are doing it. It helps for accountability. It really helps for not only accountability for them, but for us too. You know, we have busy lives and we sometimes focus so much on our customers that we may forget to focus on ourselves. And, you know, people look to follow, you know, so really leading by example is key, and it really helps set everybody else for success. And, you know, one thing that also might mean is taking before and after pictures and posting them on the group page, and you know, really posting your smoothies or what your day is like and how you use the shred to fit into your lifestyle. And, you know, it might mean that you have to be a little bit vulnerable. I know I don't like to post my before pictures, but I will tell you this, that when I post them, I find myself holding myself accountable. Like if there's a cookie, I'm like, oh, I really want that. I'm like, nope, that before picture or like in the back of my head all the time. So do the before pictures, post them. And just, you know, try and do that with your customers and ask them if they've posted, and if they haven't, then encourage them to do it and just share with just between the two of y'all, if they're comfortable with that. And even if they don't want to share with anybody, just to have for themselves is key for the end of the shred. It's huge. I love those before and after measurements too. The last thing I wanted to kind of share with you guys, some of you may be aware and some of you may not be aware yet, but we are doing a 90-day program that Michelle and Casey have put a lot of effort into, and I absolutely love it, the 90-day Race to Indy. So that is really to help us reach some goals before our next conference period, which is in October. And if you haven't heard of it yet or watched the video on what it is, I know Casey and Michelle have both posted a link on the Team Worth and Team Plant Strong Facebook pages, and the Facebook Boxers, or Team Plant Strong and Team Worth Boxers. But your upline will also have that available. So if you still want to join us, it started today, but it's not too late to join. You know, in between conference periods is a great time to really keep your goal in front of you and race to it and make it happen. You know, it really is a way to help you hold yourself accountable and just keep it fresh on your mind of what it is that you want, especially during the summer. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in all the summer fun that we're having that we may put our business to the side, and you're going to regret that come October when you see all the promotions happening. So I encourage you guys, if you haven't watched it, you know, if you don't know what the Race to Indy is, or even if you do know and you just haven't committed yet, it's definitely not too late to do so.
Awesome. Thank you, Charlotte.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Well, I have the privilege now of introducing our very special guest all the way from Pennsylvania. She is a national marketing director with Juice Plus Company. She's a 50 Club. She is married to her husband, Owen. She has a 13-year-old daughter named Erin and a 10-year-old daughter named Devin. And she gets to be a stay-at-home mom and a national marketing director. And she thinks this is awesome. And she is totally leading by example with that. And there's a lot of people that look up to her in our business. I know I am one of them. I remember one of my first Elton conferences, she won 12 Club Elton Award, right? 12 Club Member of the Year, right? Yep. And I remember being like, oh my gosh, she's so awesome. I'm never going to be there. And last year I was nominated for the Elton Award. So you just never know. It's so awesome to have people in this business that you love, admire, look up to. And we were connected at the 39 Club retreat in California. We got to hang out by the pool. We got to talk. She has amazing ideas. She is one of the leaders in our company as far as our healthy inspirations that we do and the one simple change, the things that we do monthly for our customer pages. And so she's adding a lot of value, not only to our company, but also to our team. And so we want to thank her for that. But really, she says, one thing she says is that this business is a lesson in perseverance and one that she can pass on to her children. And she's obviously a great example of that. And so I invited her tonight to come on and share her wisdom about building the business through customer care. I know that admittedly, it's something most of us can all need to get better at, and we all can learn more about. And so I wanted her to come on and share some of her tips and wisdom and nuggets that she really is living out. And so Renee, I'm going to let you unmute yourself and take over and share with us all your wisdom about customer care and anything else that you want to just bless us with.
Thanks, Michelle. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be part of your team call tonight. People ask me what is my favorite part of the business. I always say the customers is my favorite part. I mean, I love all the business, but this has always been my favorite part. I'm completely intrigued with customer retention. I find it completely fascinating how, and there's just a clear connection between if you can learn to keep customers, you actually learn to keep distributors. Because if distributors have a healthy, happy, qualified customer base, they're going to stay, so there's a connection between customer retention and distributor retention, and I care so much about both of those. So let me share the screen because I am too very visual like Michelle, and I'm just going to kind of talk through a presentation that I do, but I'll just give you highlights. I won't go through every part of it. Everything I'm going to talk about tonight is on the missiondrivenmodel.info under how to have the best customer experience. It's 4 simple steps. So everything I've talked about, you can go back on there and look over if you like it and kind of learn about it. But let me just get on to my presentation. And Michelle, just tell me I have like 5 minutes left. Let me start with, like I said, it's 4 steps to the best customer experience. So it took me, we started working on this whole concept of building a customer experience. I really like that. Sort of the new term now out there in the corporate world of customer experience versus customer care. And I want you guys to think, and like I started to say, we've worked a long time on this. Like, what does that look like in our company, a customer experience? And I really tried hard to create something that was simple because I know that a lot of us are putting part-time hours into this business, and if we don't make the customer experience simple and duplicatable, nobody's going to do it. So one thing as I talk through these 4 simple steps, I like to call them, they're actually so super simple, but they're really, really powerful, kind of the more you get into it. Those are my girls before I get started. As Michelle said, I have my Erin is my twin. If you see her, everyone says she's my twin. We have the same exact personality. It's hysterical. She's now 13. That picture's a couple years old. And then my little 10-year-old is Devin. I love this. I do this business with my girls and for my girls. So I started this when my little Erin was like 9 months old. And I won't go into that whole book's big story, but I just desperately wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. We had no money for me to do that. So I just quit my job and I kind of jumped in the deep end with this business and said, I don't know how I'm going to make this work, but I'm going to make it work. And I kind of just took my little girl on this ride, and it's all they know. I mean, they've grown up to me building myself up to national marketing director and beyond. They've come to my conferences, they've been to my trainings, they're on my calls. It's all they know is watching me build this business. So it's been an incredible journey. And I always say the one thing I want so much for them, but biggest thing I want them is to learn about perseverance. You know, they're going to watch mommy never give up. And learn what that takes along the way. And I'm really glad I'm watching them go through school now. Aaron's going into 8th grade and Devin's going into 5th. And I'm watching them take that lesson in perseverance through school and through life. And it's been really rewarding to watch it. They're totally watching me, and it's been amazing. So let's talk about customer experience. So why do we even work on this area of the business? You know, why do we provide the best customer experience? Well, in this business, if you're brand new, you've been around for a while, you're going to learn that you need to have a customer qualified business to unlock the full potential of this compensation plan that we have. So you first have to have a customer qualified business, and then you have to learn to duplicate that with hundreds of people. So like I've had a customer, between me and my husband's business, we've had a customer qualified business for 13 years. I mean, I continually bring on new customers all the time because I always want to duplicate myself. So I'm always keeping myself customer qualified, and I always have to know every year there's new ways to bring on customers and new ways to do things. So I'm constantly out there getting orders all the time. So I'm learning all this to duplicate all this with my team. So if you don't have a customer qualified business yet, make that your goal. And Michelle and other people can talk to you about what exactly is a customer qualified business, but make one of your goals to have that first, and then go out and duplicate team, because your team's going to duplicate what you are. If you're not qualified, your team's not going to be qualified. If you're not customer qualified, your team's not going to be customer qualified. So make sure that you are. And I always kind of look at it like, let's say you want to open, I like the example of like an ice cream store. I don't know why I bring that up all the time, but when we're talking about fruits and vegetables, but an ice cream store, let's say you have this vision for this amazing ice cream store, and you can't wait to decorate it and have this kind of ice cream in it, and you have this whole vision for the store. And you know that once you get this store up and running and you really master it and you make money off of it and you have this great experience around it, then you're going to duplicate other stores like this. But before you start to duplicate your vision, you're going to make your first store the best. You're going to learn from it, and you know, and just, do you know what I'm saying? Have all these things around the store, and then once it becomes very successful, then you're going to duplicate it. And it's the same thing with like our Juice Plus franchises. Like, make sure you're always working on your franchise to be very successful. And if your successful franchise is a customer qualified one, so then you can duplicate hundreds of you out there. Okay, so how do you get a customer qualified franchise? It's about 25 trios, somewhere around there. So you need to get about 25 trios or so, but then you have to learn to keep them. So that's a skill set. You don't want to just be getting customers every month and not learning how to keep them, because then I call it the treadmill effect. You're just on this treadmill. You're getting customers, and you're losing, and you're losing. You're getting customers and you're losing them, and you're never getting to a customer qualified franchise, and you're never duplicating yourself then. And if you're duplicating other people on treadmills, and you don't want that, because people will burn out very fast if they don't learn to keep what they're bringing on. So learning to keep customers, I call, is a skill set. It's just as big as a skill set as getting them. So you want to get good at getting them, and you want to get good at keeping them, okay? So how do you keep them? 4 simple steps. You just have to master these. That's it, 4 simple steps. And like I said, after about 4 years of creating this, I'm telling you, these are awesome. These are really working out well. I really encourage you guys to dive into these. They are going really well. So let's talk about 4 simple steps. We're going to talk about, all you want to do is when you get a customer, we're going to create a customer profile for them. I'll go through that. Then we're going to do personalized text check-ins. And then you're going to put them into a private customer Facebook group. And then you're going to create monthly live or online customer appreciation events. That's it. These are the 4 steps we're going to talk about tonight. So before I go to a customer profile, I want you guys to think about a customer experience for a minute. I want you guys to picture the minute you get a customer, that you want to almost, the minute you get a Juice Plus customer, you almost want to welcome them. I picture these big double doors, and you open these doors and you say, come on along, come on inside this Juice Plus experience. It is going to be the best experience you ever had. So I want you to picture that as you get a customer, okay? Kind of like, I like the example too of, do you have a favorite restaurant that you go to? Like, is your favorite restaurant when you walk through the doors, you have the smells and you have the menu that you love, and you have the hostess that's nice to you, and you love the people there, and maybe you love the bar there, and you just sit there like, this is my favorite restaurant, and you go there a lot, and then you bring people there with you, you tell people about the restaurant, you know, it just becomes your place that you want to go to. And that's what you want to make the Juice Plus experience feel like. You know, you want this customer to come inside of it and be like, you know what, I don't ever have to look at another wellness supplement again. This is awesome. I'm getting fruit and veggies in me. Michelle's taking the best care of me. I love these events. I love the education around it. I love how she takes care of me. Why do we even look anywhere else? That's what you want your customers to feel, this experience, okay? So you bring them inside and you say the first thing, I'll give you guys some verbiage right when they order. If you have a minute, if you're on the phone and you're taking their order, if they've ordered online, you can call them after. And you say, listen, let's say Michelle just ordered from me. I'm like, Michelle, I'm so excited you ordered the trio. You're going to get it in a week. I'm going to check up on you in a week. But before you get off the phone, do you have like 5 more minutes? I just want to ask you some questions, because I want to make sure that when you take Juice Plus, that, you know, it's really you're going to have the great expectations with it, and that you're really going to enjoy it. You know, I want you to have a great experience with it, but I need just a few questions to ask you to make sure that I can make that happen for you. And I basically say, so Michelle, why are you ordering Juice Plus today? Like, what was that moment? Because there's a moment, a consumer can have a moment where they press the button, where they actually give you the credit card. And there's something inside of them that's making them do it at that moment. And we need to find out what it is, because that is their why for ordering. And we want to take their why and write it down. You never want to forget why they ordered. And then you want to build off their why, because that's going to be the foundation of the relationship with you and that customer. So you want to find out why they ordered, and you want to build off the why, and that becomes the entire journey you go on with this customer, okay? You're going to ask them why they ordered. You're going to ask them, you know, I like to also say, you know, I'm surrounded by some of the best doctors in the world. I get to hear some of the best information about nutrition while I'm listening to all this information. Is there anything I can pass along to you? Now, we're not health coaches. I mean, although some of you may be, you don't want to be a health coach in this business because that's not duplicatable. I'm not a health coach. I have 0 healthcare background. I'm a city planner with a social work background. But I can certainly pass information on, and that's very duplicatable. So make sure you stay very duplicatable if you can. I know it's hard for some of the health coaches and dietitians and, you know, healthcare people out there. If that's a part of you, bring that in the business, but just be careful how you do that, because you want to stay duplicatable. But you can certainly pass things on to people. So anything you can pass on your way, you know, what are you interested in health, or what are, you know, well, my son suffers from autoimmune, or my son has eczema, or I'm suffering from low energy, or, you know, so anything you see out there, let me know, you know, or I'm really getting into whole food nutrition. What is clean eating anyway? Send me some bullets on that. You know, whatever they want to show you, write this down and let them know. This profile form is on the Mission Driven Model. So I have a notebook, and I have A through Z tabs, and all I have in my notebook are these customer profiles, and I just divide it, put it in by last name. So I'm writing this stuff down. Again, 5 to 10 minutes this takes when they order. Ask them if they want to join your Facebook group. Tell them that you have online or live customer appreciation events if they'd like to be part of it. All of this is you're just getting to know the person. And in a world with information overload, with social media, with texting, consumers are not used to you actually caring about them. You know, Amazon is not calling you up saying, tell me more about you. You know, how can we better serve you? You know, we need to separate ourselves and look different than other people out there. And the way we do it is to actually show people that they're not a number, that we really truly care about them. So that is the whole foundation of this customer experience, is that they are not a number and you're going to care about them. Okay. So again, all that's on the Mission Driven Model. Step 2 is then you're going to want to, once you know the information and you have their information about why they ordered, and you're going to build off that foundation. That's a whole training in itself. You then are going to want to be checking up on them, and I call them text check-ins. Just text, and I have all this verbiage written down in the mission-driven model. Literally, you can do anywhere from 30-day check-ins if you have a smaller customer base. I end up doing like 60-day, sometimes 90-day check-ins because I have like a lot of orders. So reality is I end up trying to reach 40 customers a month. I check up on about 40 a month. So I round up to about 60 to 90 days. I'm checking in, try to do every 60 days. Anyway, I won't train on this whole part because this is just highlights we're showing tonight, but really read my text check-ins I have on step 2 on the mission-driven model. They're all about like first getting people on a routine with Juice Plus, because how many people order Juice Plus and you go to ask them if they're ready to reorder and they have 2 months of box left? So the first thing we want to do with text check-ins are like, are you taking Juice Plus? Have you established a routine? Like, so you want to take a customer through a journey. Like first you want to just get them to take Juice Plus every day, like just remind them a lot. Then once they're taking it every day, they're going to have better results and better expectations are going to be met because their body's being flooded with Juice Plus. So make sure you're getting them in the habit. Make sure they're taking it. Other text check-ins could be gratitude check-ins, just telling you, thank you for being my customer. You can do a text check-in. Hey, I just saw this great video about our shake. I thought I'd send it to you. Here's the ingredients. Here's our newest research. So then you can also do product education through text. Because again, we want to bring them from a customer to a raving fan customer through this experience. And this experience includes the one-on-one, getting them into habits, educating them. We want them to love this experience. And a lot of this is just done through text because people are super busy. So anything you can do through text is how I run most of my business. Private message them on Facebook. Once in a while, pick up the phone and call them. They're not going to answer. Just leave a message and just have them hear your voice, okay? I won't go through all this, but I have lots of examples, and these are all on the mission-driven model. But again, the biggest thing is when you do text check-ins, you're personalizing them to show them again that they're not a number. So like if Michelle ordered 3 months ago and I'm doing like a 90-day text check-in, I might say, Michelle, I remembered you ordered 3 months ago. First of all, how's it going? I know you ordered because you were sick of being sick. Have you noticed any changes? Are you getting sick less? Do you feel like Juice Plus is helping with that? I want to know. So that is a personalized text check-in. I remembered why Michelle ordered, and I said it on my text. I didn't just say, are you ready to order again? I was like, I remembered you ordered 90 days ago. Is that working for you? So that's why you want to write down their whys, okay? I won't go in the customer appreciation Facebook group because I'm sure you guys have one of those, and I'm sure Michelle's great at them. But that's a whole other thing. But just, make sure that in the group, again, they don't feel like a number. They were asked, invited in, and that they feel like once in a while we do surveys, is everyone liking what's in this? What else do you want to see? Again, we're making the page about them and not about like us. So remember some of that with the pages. And then the last part I want to talk to you guys about are events, customer appreciation events. Okay, these are so much fun. Now, if you're not like Michelle, somewhere where you can have these a lot, either you have a customer base and you live in a house and you can have events, then have them. I'm going to show you how to have them. But actually, I have someone on my team who's completely built through social media too. Like where she lives, she has nobody. So she can do a lot of online customer appreciation events. So you can do both. But I like to offer a customer appreciation event about every 60 days. And they've been so great. We've been doing these for like over 2 years now. And we keep getting like honestly better and better at them. You can be so creative with these. But the purpose of these really is to bring people out of social media, out of text, and live as a customer. And really building that relationship with them. When they come to a live customer appreciation event, they're going to get to see what we're really about. They're going to feel the energy around us. Maybe they're going to join the team, maybe not. It doesn't matter. A lot of times, okay, I say with the customer appreciation events, don't have an agenda behind them. Just have people come and feel appreciated. That's what we want to do with these events. Whatever happens from them is just like icing on the cake. but you want people to come and feel appreciated. You know, and think about it, if you walked into your dry cleaners that you've been going to for 5 years, you know, and they say, we're having like a wine and wellness here. You're like, come have a glass of wine. Like, you're like, okay. But it's kind of like, well, that's nice. You know, who does that? Nobody. So we do so much of these. We've done anything from, I have some examples. We do a friends and family hike. We go hiking together. After we hike together with the family, we make shakes. At every customer appreciation event, we have all the products out. We're making shakes. We're giving out samples. And my customers always leave with a present from me. We just had our June 1st last week. And we had it at an olive oil store, you know, where they have the olive oils and vinegars. You may have one near you guys. So awesome. So we had people come. We did we have healthy appetizers. I made shakes. 4 of us told our Juice Plus stories. You know, always want to show people the stories. Kept it under 10 minutes tops talking. And then everyone got a $5 gift card to shop at the store and go buy themselves some healthy olive oil. That's when they left with a gift from us. They got some shakes. They got some samples. They got dinner, you know, kind of like an appetizer dinner. So that's a really fun one. We do that every summer and every Christmas. We do the hikes. We've done where we just meet at a bar, and I bought some appetizers, and we all show up, and everyone who comes gets a glass of wine from us. Easy. We did this strawberry picking one. This is real. We have a ton of kids. I have, because I have a 10-year-old, so my customer base is a lot of kids. We did it where we picked strawberries. And then we took the strawberries to a local shelter, and they, you know, were able to have strawberries. So we called it One Simple Gift, and that was with our Juice Plus customers. We have boot camps in the park, like come and do a boot camp, come do yoga in the park, but it's free for our customers. So we might like pay a yoga instructor to do that for us. And then we make shakes, and we make, you know, we bring water, whatever, like, but we show them this night is for you. Actually, the personal trainer we used to pay to do those for us finally became a distributor, which is kind of funny. So now we're doing them for free. We do kids, because she saw how much fun we're having in like our environment, and that's what these do. We have a local little kids bookstore, which I love. One thing we do around these customer appreciation events is we try to support local small businesses. So like we'll say, if you let us have this free customer event at our store, we're going to bring people your business so they see what you're about. You can talk about your business. We're going to buy gift cards from you so they can shop here. So like this local kids bookstore, I'll buy like $5 gift cards for kids to pick out a little book. We'll do a little healthy eating demonstration. The little bookstore gets advertisement. We all win. So we love hooking up small businesses with this kind of stuff. Cooking demonstrations, it's endless. If we have a doctor come in, Dr. Du Bois, any of the doctors, instead of calling it, you know, Inspiring Healthy Living, we call it Customer Appreciation Event. Dr. Du Bois is here, because it is like we're inviting our customers. So, I mean, we're just changing names to a lot of things you might be already doing, but we call everything a Customer Appreciation Event or a thank you event. And again, we try to have them every 60 to 90 days. So again, recap, I'm going to end here. I know it kind of went fast, but I'm just going to end with things to think about. You want a customer qualified business. To have a customer qualified business, you have to learn how to get customers, and you have to learn how to keep them. You have to do both. They're both skill sets. Keeping customers is done by 4 simple steps. One is do a personal profile, learn why they ordered, and build off that for their journey. Number 2 is text check-ins. Number 3 is get them onto your customer Facebook group. And number 4 is have live events. If you can't do live, do online customer appreciation Facebook events. Same thing. If you're, you know, you can be creative around that. So that's the 4 ways that we keep them into developing this customer experience, where ultimately you want them to come in and order from you and never want to leave. That's what we want. Like, this is awesome. I'm healthy. I'm getting healthy. I'm having fun getting healthy. Renee is awesome. I'm staying. That's what we're doing with these 4 simple steps. All right, Michelle, let me end there.
Awesome. Thank you. That was amazing. I do have a question for you.
Yes.
So with your customer appreciation or your thank you events, are those restricted to just customers and you kind of promote them so other people wish they could come, or do you allow prospects to come also, or what do you do as far as that?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, we invite prospects if they want to come for sure. You know, if I'm working with a few prospects, I'm like, oh, by the way, we have a customer appreciation event, you know, but you're more than welcome to come because I'm going to have product out. We're making shakes. You can talk to some other people about how they like the product. So yes, we do both for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you get feedback from your customers around the events?
Yes, I get a lot of feedback. Well, my customers say they love it. They love the experience that we provide from them. I mean, I would say, so my goal is to get 5 new orders every month. That's the thing we do on our team, go for 5. And I would say every month, 3 of my 5 new orders are probably from customer referral or customers adding up. So most of my business is run by that way now, which I'm duplicating my team. So instead of always trying to find new people, I constantly have customers adding orders.
Mm-hmm.
Or I have customers bringing people to me.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. As far as, obviously I'm going to ask this question about a social media customer care event.
Yeah.
Are there any ideas as far as how to make it enticing? Because obviously you're not like going somewhere cool, but
yeah,
special like recipes, or is there something that you found that works?
I do so many live, but I try to help my team be creative with some of them. I was trying to think what some people have done. I had done what was successful, like a customer, what did I call it? We haven't done it in a while, but like shake recipes, like, you know, but we called it something that showed it was like for our customers, you know, our shake customers, we're going to have, you know, 10 recipes tonight. And then you could throw in like anyone who gets on or comments, I'll send you a $5 gift card, you know, for getting on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a night of, you know, 10 crock pot recipes for our customers. Like it's more like you're probably doing a lot of it already for prospects, but if you just add the word customers into what you're doing, you know, it's giving them ideas for recipes, ideas for even the 10-day shred. I look at it like it can be prospecting, of course, but the 10-day shred can also be customer care. You know, like going into my customers and saying, for you guys, you know, we created Shred 10, you know, like where you can for 10 days learn about, it's just like an add-on to being a customer. So it's more spinning verbiage, you know, around. But I'll say if you do the online stuff, one thing I didn't mention is any way that you can send a nice gift card to them after any type of online event or anything they participated in. Like I always say to people, when you get paid, when you get your Just Plus paycheck, always put a little bit aside for customers. That's what I do. If you don't make a lot right now, put $10 aside. You know, it doesn't have to be a lot, and pick maybe 2 customers a month that you randomly send a $5 gift card to with a thank you note. So I'll do like, if I didn't have a customer appreciation event that month, I'll pick 5 customers and randomly send them a $5 gift card with a thank you and just say, you know what? You were chosen today. You got a $5 gift card because you're my customer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we built into our 90-day game plan that we're starting is, you know, to do more of that, because it's one thing to pick up the phone and call them, but it's another thing people like getting stuff in the mail. They like feeling special.
Yeah. So little, just get back a little bit of your paycheck. Because again, if you were because they're constantly buying from us, some for years, you know, and if you're going into some business where you're constantly giving to them, once in a while, it'd be so nice for them, just like, you know what, here's a gift card. You always are coming in this restaurant, or you're always doing this. We appreciate you. You're going to keep going in. You know what I mean? You're going to keep coming back. So whatever way we can show gratitude, gratitude will take you so far with your customers.
One thing I've thought about, I'm sure you've thought about this, but I'm not organized on Excel like you.
Yeah.
One thing I thought about is like, you know how like you go to Starbucks and you get a free Starbucks on your birthday. Like what if we sent customers something on their birthday?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, depends on how big your customer base is, but that would be, you know, it's nice. I go to Starbucks on my birthday and I go when it's not my birthday and I spend a lot of money there.
Totally. And what I'm trying, they might, they're redoing the virtual office. So I sent that in is to have a place on the virtual office to put their birth date in so that we can do that. Yes. Because it's hard to track with it. But
otherwise you have to ask on their profile when you do the profile sheet.
Right. And if you can remember, and then ask, but yeah, whatever you can ask during the profile sheet for now until we get more savvy on the virtual office, ask, anything you can put on that sheet that you could somehow, if you know a customer is going to run a marathon in 6 months, just try to write that date. And after they run the marathon, write them a congrats card. I mean, anything that shows they are not a number and that you genuinely really care about, that they're your customer. Our compensation plan's made up that we really only need 40 customers. So it's enough that we can take care of that. We don't need 300.
And since it's my last question, I think.
Yeah.
I love picking your brain, but since you have started really doing, I know you've always been about customers, but since you've really started embracing all of this and doing these events and taking really great care, would you say the number of reps from your customer base has increased?
Michelle, I started this actually 4 years ago. I wasn't always into this. And there's I don't know if you guys know Gordon Hester, but he's the one I start working with. And it came out of Mary and I, who's my other NMD, real struggling with sort of that treadmill that we didn't realize we were in. It just wasn't a focus on our team. So, we get qualifiers and we lose some and get them and lose them. And I knew something was going on that I couldn't pinpoint. So if you're stuck in your business, you don't think it's customers, but it might actually be, because it's not a place we look at. But you might be stuck in your business. Like, this is where I was 4 years ago, because maybe it's been 5 years now, because it's such a connection to building healthy distributors is these customers, and we just weren't doing that. So we were building a lot of kind of unhealthy organizations. So when we did implement all of this into our team, that's when we went from 16 qualifiers to almost 60, we'll be at 70 soon. Because we focused on individual franchises, really working on customers and keeping them. So it's grown a very healthy, vibrant team for us to make this a focus. It's been fascinating to watch it unfold.
Awesome. Well, that's amazing. I love your story. I love your heart for the customers. We need customer champions.
Yes.
Champions to remind us of their value, because they are so precious. So much easier to keep a customer than to go replace them.
I know. Yeah. And we are the heart, the company with the heart. So it's what we're all about anyway. So.
Yes. Well, I love that. I won't take any more of your time. I know you're on East Coast time, but we appreciate you. Thank you. And I hope that you're just blessed, and we're thankful that we're blessed by getting to hear you tonight. And we're going to go implement these things, and we'll have some catching up to do in October and share how our business is growing by taking care of our customers.
Awesome, Michelle. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.